In a world where everyone thinks the coin they hold is the next world reserve currency.
That's a shit coin. That's a shit coin. That is also a shit coin. But it's supported by 88 governments, uses artificial intelligence for DeFi, and you can do cross-border payment yield farming in the metaverse. I don't think you guys understand. The entirety of the world's natural and physical resources are gonna run on the XRP ledger. What?
It's time to settle the score. Battle of the Blockchains, the first ever community-driven crypto competition. 16 chains will be selected for comparison, but there can only be one winner. And that's all up to you. So here's how this is going to work. We have 16 chains to be selected for comparison from 4 different sectors. Number 1, payment coins. So we're going to see Bitcoin, XRP, XLM, maybe even Digibyte. Number 2, entertainment projects. So these focus on gaming, NFTs, and metaverse protocols. Number 3 is the industrial category. These chains focus on the supply chain, IoT, green technology, things like that. And then lastly, we have the fan choice category. And this is, of course, where I'm going to need your help. Now, we'll get to that selection process in just a second, but first, I want to run down the criteria we're going to use. We're going to use 5 criteria in this competition. Number 1 is going to be community engagement, which is a combination of blockchain data as well as social media information, thanks to Lunar Crush. Number 2, we're going to jump into the performance. This is going to cover ROIs, all-time highs, peak transaction volume, and transaction speed. And then number 3, we're going to get into the level of innovation. These are the types of applications that exist already on chain that are bringing value to the project. And then number 4, we have accessibility. This is simply all of the places where the token can be accessed, used, whether it's on an exchange, wallet, or third-party application. Number 5 is the adoption potential. This is when we break down the current infrastructure, take a look at the partnerships, and get a pretty good idea of where this project is heading. Now, I've already taken the liberty of selecting 12 of the 16 matchups. In the first round, from the payments category, we have a very highly debated pairing. The battle for cross-border payments, XRP versus Stellar Lumens. All right, see this debate play out online all the time. Let's get a definitive answer, shall we? And then on the other side of that, we have the battle of the OGs, Bitcoin versus Litecoin. Figured that'd be an interesting matchup. We see these two projects next to each other all the time, but I don't think anyone has ever really laid it all out on the table when putting both of them together. Next, we jump into the entertainment category, and this is an interesting matchup. Tezos taking on Gala Games. Now, Tezos is building out its gaming ecosystem, but I'm curious to see how it matches up against Gala Games' publishing power. And on the other side of that, we have another highly debated pairing, Render Network Token versus the Theta Network. And guys, I can tell you, I've already put the research together. As a matter of fact, one of the videos will be uploaded by the end of this day. So hopefully by the time you'll see this, it'll be popping up over here at the end of this video. But I just want to tell you, it's steep. All right, I'm not going to tell you which direction it's steep in, but it's steep. Moving into the industrial category, we have Energy Web taking on IOTA. Now, the reason I put these two together is because IOTA has been leaning slowly into green technologies, while Energy Web is moving into IoT. So that's going to be a very interesting pairing. And then lastly, on the other side of that, this is really the matchup that sparked this whole idea. It's the battle for supply chain supremacy. VeChain versus the Morpheus network. Now, again, like I said, I've already gathered the information, and yeah, it's steep. Yeah, that one's really steep. I can't tell you which direction, but it's steep. Now, for the last 2 matchups, this is where you guys come in. Simply comment under this video the coins you want to nominate for those last 4 spots. The top 4 coins that are commented on, at the end of the weekend, I'll gather up all of the numbers, and on Monday, make the announcement video. Now, when it comes to the community, I'm really curious to see what kind of feedback we get. I'm going to be taking in feedback and engagement from all of my social media channels. I need to add that too. This includes Today's Crypto, Rumble, Library. So if you're watching on those platforms, Get down in those comments. I'm going to be taking data from there as well. Also, in the community tab and my Twitter, I'm looking forward to seeing some Digibiters down in the comments, some H Barbarians, some CRO Lions, some Quant Networkers. That sounds weird. And you may be wondering why XDC isn't anywhere on this bracket. Well, I was leaving that up to you guys. I was trying to see who was, really in with Zenfin. So let me hear it down in the comments. So there isn't necessarily a prize here. All right. This is simply an exercise for us to learn about these projects and have a little fun in the process. If anything, you can use this as another bragging right for your project if it becomes the ultimate winner. So, with all of that, guys, get down in those comments. Let me know which project you want to fill these last 4 spots. And with that, I'm gonna let you go on about your weekend. I know this is a very special weekend for a lot of people. If you are celebrating, then I extend all my blessings to you, positive energy, everything that you need, peace, prosperity, and wealth, ladies and gentlemen. As always, though, if that money is digital, so is the hustle. I'm Wade Teamer, and I'll see you in the next video.